now recording is on. So here's what we're gonna do. So let's take some of the website. If you want, we can take your website. We can use it as example to bring the some existing blog post from your website here. And
well, that's one of my questions. I have a website that I sell in Spanish, and I don't know if your
doesn't matter, but the only one thing I would not understand. But,
yeah, you wouldn't. But would it work for me if I were to use it?
that would be now good test, and I can show you that how that would work.
Okay.
Give me your website and name.
Oh, the one in Spanish?
Uh-huh. Where is the
okay, it's T as in Thomas, U V I D as in David, A H O R A.com.
All right. All right, now where are your blogs? I can see.
Okay, mine, you can go to the third, beginning from the left. That one.
This one.
Yes.
And this is WordPress, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and
so you can go to the very top one, the very first. Yes. Okay, so now this is a little bit unusual because this here is not a blog entry like an article per se. I translate speeches of a very dear author of mine, and she gives the permissions to. Oh, sorry, you need to.
I need to go back.
You need to no, yeah, you were fine there, but you needed to share to unlock.
Share.
Sorry, it might not work then in here.
Oh, okay. Then okay.
Can you just go anywhere, because my other website, the one that is in English, that I don't really have any blog posts in there yet.
Let me do this. Business SEO, SEO, blog. So let's see. Just search anything. So let's find something. So let's say this is a href. There was a href articles here. Yeah, this one.
Up there, yes.
Beginner guide to small business SEO. Let's take a look at that.
Yeah.
That's pretty big article, and by the way, they write really good content. So when you look at somebody who writes really good content, they're probably one of the best. And when I was looking at the content, I always read it. So let's take a look. So we take their article.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I'm a little bit scared that you're going to tell me it's going to take a long time to do an article.
No. It's, let's see. We're going to put it here. And by the way, I probably should have, hold on, before I do that, let me do it in the, because I'm in the, see, I have two different things. One production and one is the testing environment. So let me do it in testing environment anyway. So
okay.
Put here. Now, we have three ways of import. First of all, the Google Doc is quite useful. I mean, used by probably 90% of bloggers and writers, right? So Google Docs, we integrated with Google, so you just simply use that, just select it, put your credentials, it will pick up your Google Drive, and you can use it as long as you have, just remember Google Doc, very simple. If you want to break up into blocks, because you know that the content in Blogly, we use blocks to create the content, right?
Yes, I read that article, yes.
All right. Now, we do, then if you want to bring the block by blocks in from your Google Doc, all you need to do just decide what the block should be and separate it by H2 headers. So just create H2 headers as an outline, like in your content, and those H2 headers will be picked up as a blocks.
So you create the H2 headers in the Google Doc before importing?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So you create H2 headers. You probably have some, because you probably will not have some like dull, pure just text, right? You probably have some chapters there, some headers. Make sure those headers are H2 headers, and we will pick up your Google Doc and we'll break down all this by blocks based on your H2 headers.
Perfect. Okay, good. Okay.
Now, let's see. I'm gonna upload now this article as an import, so I just click now. So let's wait. How long is gonna take? Yeah, no, okay, what, 3 seconds, right? So we've got the article, it's right here. Let's take a look. So you saw that your eyes, how we brought in, right? Let's see what is there. So here's the article.
You even brought in oh, wow, you
The
brought
whole
in,
thing, yeah.
yeah.
Now it depends. If the images will be here, just because of they are publicly open on the Href, so they probably keep it on some, like say Amazon server or some other server
Right,
that is publicly open. Once they publicly open, they of course they would appear here as well.
Well, because you're just taking the source for the image. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. We just
yeah,
simply using their source. We just
right,
whatever they use, they usually they have an image URL. So basically, we use the
right.
same URL. We just display the same image. And as you can see, it's full article. So pretty much just like the you wanna see how it looks like in the preview, right? Let's take a look. So the first preamble, of course, they're created by us because of that. If there is any kind of, we specifically do it on purpose. But here is the second one. There is some space, but this is I believe it was the image of the on the top. Yeah, this image. Right. So after that, of course, there's the guy. So it picked up this image. So about Joshua. So let's take a look. And after that, the article is started, right? So here it is, the full article with everything just like pretty much like they have, and you have a full table of content and everything. Right? So I'm not suggesting that you start bringing left and right, but I use sometimes the article for myself, just like if I want to bring some content that is like save it for myself, just like an Evernote, I do that. So it's kind of useful if I want to mark it as my like resources to go to. I can use this kind of import, but I don't have to use this import. I can use like picking up the snippets of the content from any website I want. I'll show you another way how we do it. So we do it, for example, if you install the Google on a Chrome extension, here is our extension, and it's linked to my production site. So I will show you, because I will show you when it's gonna be added to production. Let me show you. So if I click here on this extension, it currently right now linked to one article, but let me go and select the article I want to link the content that I collect. So let's say I want to find my article. Let's say it was something about, I remember it was something about plugin. I'm gonna search, and those are my real content on the production. So if I want to do my research, let's say like this one is a 10 best WordPress form builder plugins, right? So let's say if I oh, actually let me select better one, because this one was published before, so those ones are not published yet. So let me look at this one, but maybe it was published. But anyway, let me, it doesn't matter which one. So let me select now, say this one, best WordPress plugin for online courses. So once I select it, it's here. Now, the only one thing you need to do, you on a website that you want to like choose and pick the pieces of content you want, all you need to do, just say start highlighting. So you click on start highlighting, the little box showed up on the right, and it just wait for your actions. So let's say I want to take now this thing, and now I'm gonna move forward, and let's say I'm gonna pick up maybe this piece of content. I like that, and maybe whatever I read, and I go scroll it through, and I say okay, I'm gonna pick, say, from here, including the image. I'm gonna stop. You can see it's putting me start and end.
Yeah, I saw it.
So,
Yeah.
but let's continue, because you haven't done it yet. So you're reviewing this content, you say, okay, I like certain pieces, I want to pick up maybe, say, this one, and maybe I want to pick up some more. Let's pick up this one too. So when I'm done, and by the way, you don't have to have only just one pass. You can continue, even if you say done, you can come back and again to the same article and keep picking up something, and that will load you to the same node that we create. Let me show you the trick. So now you click OK. Now this content was collected exactly the way I wanted, right? So when I click save, and it gives the name of the article that was collected, and I don't need to do anything here, I can do it later. I could actually add my notes. Let's say if I add my notes, say I can add here, say my notes or whatever. So let's say I added here also mine, and maybe I can just bold it. For now I can just leave it like this and say save. So now take a look what happens now to this particular section. So you saw that pretty efficient, right? So you pick up certain pieces, snippets, and you stick them to specific article. Let me show you now the mine production. So here's what you will see. Now this one is a production, right? Do you remember which article we did try to enter? I believe was, if I now click again, take a look. If I click again, the same article will show up. So this one was X9 best plugins for online courses. Now let me find this article here. Online courses. So it's enough. So I just do it like that. So here, I found the article, right? So this article actually, in fact, was published. I used the Blogly, and this year the whole blog website on WordPress, on my WordPress and the Blogly, was built exclusively using Blogly only. I never posted any never did any copy paste for the blog post. Everything was done using just Blogly. So I I never go to WordPress. I just simply use Blogly. So here's the content that I had, right? So let me just show you in the notes. So if I go here, and this is all the some different tools that you use. And we have some research docs, we have notes, we have library of your files, we have SEO tool, we have commenting tool, we have the comments. Don't get confused with the comments in the WordPress. They have nothing to do with that. This is internal comments for collaboration. We also have plagiarism. And now if you continue looking further, we also have in the future, we'll have a job posting, but this one is not available yet. So, but we will have jobs in the future. Right now that we say you can get the feedback. If you want to get the feedback, we also have that. So you can send someone a link and share this content. You can get feedback which will appear here in the comments. You also can share it. Say I can go and click here and say, okay, I want to share it already published article. It's unlimited. I only just put 6 because it's probably enough. That's most popular one: Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, LinkedIn, Reddit, and a buffer. So you can push on buffer. You can actually multiply it and send it to anybody. So, but right now, let me just do this. So I'm gonna show you the notes. So when you are in the notes, now do you recognize the content I just snapped, right? Mm-hmm. This is the note that I created. Now you could see it on the top level. It's more like okay, you got like a part of Evernote is here, right? But not exactly. In Evernote, you don't. Whether you do the whole site or you do the one snippet, you don't do like selectively snippets in Evernote. So this one you can do exactly selective snippets. So let me show you how you can see the same note inside the article. Let's say when I write the article, I'm getting in. So this is my article. This is my space for the blog. It has the full rich text format, so you can do pretty much everything here. All the linking, the coloring, highlighting, formatting. So we also have an embedding thing, so you can embed pretty much anything: charts, graphs, Google Docs, slides, PowerPoints, videos. You name it, Excel files, the tables. So embedding is really powerful. It's iframe. Just simply paste the code for iframe, and it will be there. I have a separate help tutorial about embedding, and I only listed maybe 6-7 of them what you could embed, but it's iframe is actually limitless. Now let me show you this. So here's, let's say I write this, but I need the support of my content that I found, because I may be looking what other people writing, what other maybe competitors writing. So I want to create a better content. So I make a reference to their content, so I know what they're talking about. I may talk it differently, so at least I have it in my eyes, right? So when I open the assets, this side is the assets for you. I mean, it has research docs here. If you do the researches, here is if I click here on the bottom, you can see filters. So we incorporated all the filters. If you really want to look for the filters here in the assets, you always look on the bottom. Like notes here, if I say blog related, article related, or all, if I click on all, I can pick up every possible note that I have created for doesn't matter what articles was there. I have a full, hold on. I have a full search here, so you can search it by word, by specific name, doesn't matter. It has a deep search, so you can find anything you want. You also have a tagging system. You can tag the notes. And how you can edit the notes, there is a little icon right here, is the editing. So then this is the note that I create. So let me just collapse it. So if I collapse it, oh, I'm sorry, hold on just a second.
That's okay.
So let's see if I collapse it, so I can see like bunch of notes here, and of course you can see pagination, right? So you can see like I got 27 pages of different notes from written for, some information collect for different articles. But if I want to find something,
they really need to talk to you.
yeah, hold on. I cannot, hold on, I cannot talk, so I don't want to be interrupted. So let me show you now here what you can do with the notes, right? So you're on this note. This note is not fixed on stone. There's also full rich text format, just like your content. You can make anything out of this note. You can make a full article in this note if you want to. So by the way, note is a perfect vehicle for phrase documents. Let's say if you use the phrase, yeah, great. Phrase has something that we don't have. They have like news. They have some other stuff that might be interest to people. They have a very slick way of showing how AI is working. Great, yes. But if you want, when you're done with your research, you save the phrase, you can just simply paste it in just one single note. This note will be visible to you right here, right in your eyes. So it will be sticking on this side. So you can always go ahead, you can edit it. Let's say I like this guy, but I don't need to see him here, right? So all I can remove it, so I don't need to bring the images of people. But what I bring the content that I can reference, right? If I need to reference, I can reference. So I know exactly where it came from just by clicking on this little link right here. It always remember where the content came from. So I'm back to the same article. So if I really need to add some more content, no problem. I just simply initiate my tool again, say start highlighting, and maybe I miss something and I want to add. You don't have to do any copy paste. So find what you want and say I want that to add this one, and you just say done, and it will be added on the bottom here of the same note. So you click OK and you done. So right now, let's say if I need to do say my writing and have a better quality, I definitely need to see what other people are writing. I need to see their content. So I try to my goal is try to create better content. So by looking at the multiple people, what they write, how they write, you can come up with your content which could be better. And also don't remember that you can actually enhance it with all kinds of things. Like if somebody puts they have a good content but don't have enough of their images, maybe they need some tables, maybe you can add some videos. You have that tool right in your hand, so you can expand it here, you can keep working. This is like made as much as possible with less destruction. So you have assets like kind of sitting on the side waiting for you when you need them. We specifically made this like kind of old classic look of their block of the text editor, so you don't get lost. We don't want to make it too fancy on purpose, so we stayed close to classic here. Also we have here the arrows that you can move between different blocks that you have in the content. You don't need to get out always on the upper level. You have a way of saying, okay, I want to go now and expand the assets. I can see my research on this side. So if I click say all, I could say here's could be my research docs, and we will get the two research docs as well. I can show you around. But let's say if I have this research doc that I want to use, I could say I want to assign it here. Let's say first I want to preview. So when I want to preview, so I can drop down, I can see this here. So this is, let's say, some of my research that I've done using a different method through the research doc. What I showed you before, the method of collecting data for your research was using the extension. They are two separate methods. One is purely dedicated on this kind of very accurate, detailed information that you want to snap it from anywhere you go on the websites, and another one is simply going after the SERP results and getting your top 100 SERP results, and you basically, and I will show you how that works as well.
Wow.
So far is that interesting to you?
Yes, very much. That you said you did with the Chrome extension, the browser extension, I think you said.
Yeah.
Is there a limit as to how many of those articles you can import
No,
into your
there is
account?
no limit whatsoever. You can, by the way, this is a perfect a perfect alternative to your research doc. You can do the research doc as much as you want. I mean, you can do the researches as much as you want. So there is no limitation. Oh, hold on just a second. So use the extension extensive, so you're not limited by anything. So this extension is quite handy. So don't underestimate notes. Notes are quite powerful functionality. So beside of the snapping, collecting.
One question, I'm sorry. The notes are not the ones, these are the ones you're showing me right now, which are to the left-hand side. And those are not the ones that you imported through the browser extension, correct?
Yes, hold on just a second. Let me just answer here.
Go ahead.
Just a second.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Okay, so I'm done, I think. Now, I'm sorry, can you repeat one last question?
The question was, those notes that you are showing me right now to the left-hand side, those are not the ones that you imported. When you imported the whole article.
Right.
And these here, how did you come to have them?
Okay. Now,
did it just copy pasted them?
Yeah, no. Let me show you the trick. So what you're saying is, what you see now is different note, right? So how did I import it? All the whatever you see that my snippets here, all was important using the extension. Now, but why, let's say, why that one, the last one that I just did is not visible? Okay, let me show you something. So when you go to article related right here, you see in the bottom is the filters. So by default, we put in the block related. So why block related? Because it's actually when you do certain, you pick in certain information. It's not just related to the whole article, because in the whole article you might have introduction, you have a small sub-subject on this, on that, is you explaining about one thing, then another thing, then another thing. So your article consists of multiple small blocks. This is your outline. But whatever you snip in the content not necessarily will fit for all the blocks. So you basically, if you want to specify and dedicate that piece of information to a specific block, now watch this. When you go here and edit your content, now take a look. You go here and assign blocks. These are your blocks of the article, which we dynamically show. And let's say you want to show this only on this block. It's not necessarily, it's not going to be hidden completely. It's just simply when you have a block related filter on, you only see the related information to the block.
That's
so in this case, in this case, if I go on the article related, right? So instantly will show up the last one that I did for this article. So I can go here and edit. And now I could say I want to assign it to maybe say Wordpress, for example, right? So let's say I did it specifically for this Wordpress block. So now take a look. If I go back to block related, I'm not seeing anything here. And when I go to that block of Wordpress, you can see now it shows up here. Right? So when I go move on to the next block, it's not visible. So basically, I'm not only there linking the piece of information, this node, to the article, I also specifically you can dedicate to one or many blocks. So it's not just one. You could say it could be in the 2 blocks, 3 blocks, so it's up to you. So by going here, you can do that. Also note that here is the link that was collected, so it's automatically saved. Also, you have that ability to assign the tag for easy finding later. So if you want to find later some the block that you saved before, like this block, or block, say this node, maybe you collected lots of information and you find it useful. You want to just say, okay, I want to dedicate it maybe to my SEO, and I just click OK. You can see now tag is a link to that. You can click OK. Now the tag appears here. If it's more than one tag, it just shows a plus, but the tags will be there. Now you can use these tags for easy finding. So if I go here, let's say if I click now here on this level, this is the place where I could say I want to just filter by tag, SEO, and let me see what everything I got for this tag. So for now I just have this particular block was related to SEO. So is that understandable, right?
Yes.
All right. So now if I want to remove the filter, all I need to do is just click filter. Filter is off. Now I have it now on the block related. I see just one node here. I can expand it or shrink it, so it's kind of expandable. I can see it on top, and of course it's editable. Just simply click here. You can edit anything you want. If worst comes to, you can also copy paste it anything you want. So you don't have to do just through the extension. The control of this node is totally in your hand, so you can type anything you want, you can add anything you want, you can insert the images, pictures yourself. You can build up this node as much as you want to. This has unlimited capability as far as there is no limit of even the length of this node. So you could build the whole essay in this node. You can build the whole article in this node. That doesn't stop you. So now you can understand the power of nodes, right?
Yes.
All right, now let me show you something else. We get after today's research, so you understand. We'll get to the last. So let me talk about libraries. So what are the libraries? Okay, so it's not just simple storage. So the library is always related to some article. The level of the article is the primary level that whether it's images or something else is stored. You're not limited to only images. You pretty much you can upload any file here, and this file can be like PDFs, Excel files, Word files, you can video files, anything. So you could show that here, and they will be, first of all, you can find them. If you can actually create, say if you go to edit, you can add some tags here if you want to. You can rename it, and also you can actually simply use them for your content. And the best part is here. Once you add this to the asset of the article, you know, sometimes when I have the article, I may paste it, I may add the image in one place, and I say, okay, maybe I do not want to use here, maybe put it in a different content or somewhere else, but still it stays within the article, but I want to quickly move this image and paste it anywhere I want. So instead of pasting, you keep it here in your library, and just find a place anywhere you want to post it. Let's say if I want to add this image into this article, let's say add it on the bottom, or in the middle, anywhere. So if I say I want to add this image, so I'm just opening up to see it. If I click here, say copy to craft, image is here. So if I want to add this image, so come here, so copy, it's here. You can always edit it here just by going here. You can give alternate name, you can assign URL when somebody clicks on it, where it's gonna go. You can actually fix the image. Right now by default we kind of align it width to the max here, but let's say if I want to make it say 300 pixel, you can just make it smaller like this. You can align left and right, center, and of course you can delete it. For some reason it just gives me like I need to click twice. I don't know, but I don't know when they're gonna fix, but we're gonna get there. We fix that. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just nodding with you here.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to also to mention something about the nodes. Let me show you something else. Let's say what the nodes also could be for. So let's say I okay, I got the snippets, but let's say I had something in my mind that I want to just take a note and just type it. Maybe I had an idea or something. So I give a note, so name, so I can for now put a test, and whatever I want to put, I just type it in here and click OK. So this is the note, right? So I create the notes from here. Doesn't matter where I do them. I can do it from outside, from inside. But now, take a look at the power of note. Let's say I want to now add this content. It could be big content. Let's say I use this one. And let's say I add it on the bottom here. And I don't need to copy paste. All I need to do just say here like this. And you can see the whole content was added here, right? So let me just remove this because this one doesn't belong. This one is my actual real article. Now let me show you this one. If I click here, this one, see, whatever I had there, it appears.
Oh, wow, that was really cool.
Yeah.
And it goes to the very bottom of the article, or it goes wherever you put the cursor.
Whatever you have a cursor on. Let's say I want to put it here. Take a look. And I want to do it. Let me do this big one so you can see. Now, if I take this one, boom, boom, it's there, right?
Oh, I love it.
So it doesn't matter. So you can do it.
I love that. And is that a block? That note became a block, or it went inside the block?
It went inside the block. No, it doesn't create a separate block. It just simply, we just take exact formatting and everything, we just simply boom and paste it there. And by the way, the images also will be added there. You just don't see them yet. But if I get out, you just see them as like a little icons of there. But if I get out and come back, you will see the images will appear here. Okay.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I have a couple of questions because I think we're out of time. I don't know. But one, can I use this with my Spanish blog? I think you said yes, but
I'm sorry. Can you use with what?
With
Spanish?
my Spanish, with my blog in Spanish.
Yeah, actually, in fact, I had to work with that just a day ago. I was communicating with a person from Italy and a person from France, and also the day before yesterday with a person from Romania. They all use their own languages, no problem whatsoever.
Perfect. Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't sound like it doesn't look like there would be a problem because you're just working with blocks of text. But I just wanted to make sure.
It's only limited to that browser because and by the way, if you use the Grammarly, let me show you here. We have a built-in Grammarly. See this little thing?
Yes.
So if you click here, you go directly in the Grammarly, and you can actually make sure your content is up to, have no issues. Like, what does I say? A red improvement. Oh yeah, I forgot the dot, right? So here it actually helps you and correct your content. And I have a paid version, so my even plagiarism is installed. Now you could see, of course, it sees my content. You could see it says, oh, 100% it matches to this article. Yeah, of course, because it's my article, right?
Right.
So
okay. It better catch it.
Now let me also show you quickly here what else you can do with this. So let's say I'm in a assets. I didn't finish, but I do it quickly so you understand library. But it's not only for images, but even the images, we have a built-in compression and conversion.
Oh, cool.
You can convert to JPEG or PNG if you have a transparent background. You can actually, you don't need to go search anywhere. You can actually convert, you resize it to the smallest size. And also, just remember, you put in the images here. We don't jam your WordPress with the images. We keep it on our server. We display it dynamically. When someone scrolls, the image will pop up. So the speed and optimization will be there, and your WordPress stay clean and neat. The only one image we upload into WordPress, by the way, automatically, you don't need to go there. The only one image we upload is a featured image. So featured image, we have way around, we upload it in a WordPress, but we upload it with the correct metadata. We put the alternative text that you specify here.
One question. So do we have limits for those images here?
So far, we don't have limits. I'm not sure. We'll see how that hopefully will be no abuse. I just don't want anybody to post 5 gigabyte videos there.
Right. Right. Of course not. But that's why I'm asking, because I read in the AppSumo listing that you have there is a 300 limit article, meaning active articles.
Yes, I can address that. So basically, we are working on that. I don't want to say yet it's finalized, but yes, we are working on increasing the limits and actually maybe removing some limits. So
Oh,
the
wow.
decision is not final yet, but I can tell you one thing, only one thing. It's not going to get worse, it's only going to get better.
Oh, I just think it's great now, but of course, if you can
Now,
give more, then it's better. But
yeah.
my question was because let's say that you have you come up to the 300 limit, let's just say, and you have to remove articles from Blogly. What happens to those images?
Oh, there is no consequences to your posted articles in WordPress because there is no back connection. We don't impact. Let's say if you remove the article here, there is no consequences at all to the WordPress.
Because
Yeah,
the image source will remain to your in pointing to the server, to
you
your
bring
server.
up actually a good question. Let me look at this. I think it will not, but let me look at this. It's
Oh,
a
okay.
good question. You actually made me think of the something. Yes,
Oh, wow, that's a good thing.
but but
Okay.
but remember
Oh,
that
okay.
we are working on a different structuring all our plans. So the potential that but it's only all I can say is only gonna get better. Now let me just do how much time you have. So I will want to show you most important stuff.
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, don't let me stop you. But
All
the,
right,
the
all
only
right.
thing is with how many
I'm okay
potential.
with time, but if you're okay, I will continue showing you the
Okay, sure.
images.
Yes.
All right, all right.
My
Let's do
other
that.
question is
Yeah.
with how many blogs can you have does each account have to have a blog, only one blog, or can you have multiple blogs into
Well,
the Blogly
of
account?
course, in a regular subscription account, there is a like in a premium. There is no limitation of on the premium account. There is no limitation how many you can publish. But like I said, we're reviewing the plans. But can you add more WordPresses? Of course. But the only one thing, will it be free or paid? That's a question. So we are working on that. We're just kind of
Oh,
trying to
I
figure
see.
out the best restructuring of the plan so it will be fair deal
Right.
and for you and for us as well. So we
Of
just don't
course.
go. We don't want to go broke and close the door after they're selling out on AppSumo, even though we're doing really great. I'm so grateful to all the feedback we've got and
Oh,
all
that's awesome.
and all the
Well,
actually.
that's we want it to be a win-win, obviously, because we want
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys
If
to
you want
be
me
on
to
business.
stay, yeah, if you want me to stay in business, we gotta make some money. So they usually their lifetime deals. It's only one lifetime. So let's say if you make say $50 on sale, those $50 only last us so much, right?
Right.
But we every month we need to pay for servers, for developers, for the hosting, for the just maintaining the system, and it costs money. And plus the developers, I need to pay developer. We keep improving, and so in the SaaS business we gotta have some continuous stream coming in. Lifetime deal is not the
Yes.
solution, is only solution for the good kickstart. It probably will be very sufficient for the say one operator, like an average size of the blog. 8 posting per month is actually a great deal. I'm lucky if I can get right now because I'm so busy, but I'm lucky if I can get right now 8 articles per month. I'm trying to get at least say 5 6 articles, so at least once a week I can publish. But if somebody posting say 10 articles a week, I'm sorry, please look at their paid plan. Paid plan is subscription, no problem. That will be some ongoing charges, and this is normal, right? We all have a businesses to run. Somebody makes money on those printing and the publishing. We have to make money too to sustain a business. That's all.
Right. Yeah, it makes sense,
Yeah.
obviously.
All right, let me show you around some more. So see if you get excited now. Let me show you now. We talk about layering. By the way, you have a full control of the video. In the video, you can, if you do the video, add your videos here, you upload it here. So basically, it's on our server. You can do that, or you can add video, like embed YouTube, no problem. So you can do that as well. But if you do the say in a, say your upload video here, you have, and I hope I can find the video now. You have, let me see if I can just see if I can find it. So what you have is when you load it, you have a control of the how you want, like like this video. So let me show you. So if I put this video, say upload this video, right? So if I want now, I just simply come up here, I just drop it, upload it, right? So this is only compression and conversion is only for images. So we just simply want to make it really thin. They are not, I mean, light. We don't want to make them really heavy, like multiple megabytes files. So you can use that here. You don't want to go anywhere. For video, you upload the video and then you use it like this. Watch this. So if I copy to Craft, I want to put the video here. All this now gives me the control of the width. Let's say I put, say, 600 pixel. And now this one, it's simple configuration. Do you want to autoplay? Do you want to loop? Do you want no controls, or you want the controls? Or you want to mute it or not mute it? Let's say I want to put it like this. Everything is autoplay, loop, no controls, muted. Now you could see the video is now playing non-stop. And by the way, this looks like a GIF, but it's actually video. So video is a lot more efficient as far as running. The HTML5 is now really in progress. So GIF are heavy, and if it is a big GIF or large, you cannot really bring in the large one. You don't want to, but the video, it can be length as much as you want to. You can run it like it's good for tutorials. It's good for showing something funny. So you can add something here, so it's plain. You entertain your users, so it's which is actually a good thing, right?
Right, and you're saying that the video is actually in your servers as well?
Yes.
Wow, and is there a limit to how heavy the video?
Like I said, right now is not the limit yet. We will see how that will go. If we will see that we'll start getting like a few gigabytes of videos, then we will do something. But right now we don't want to limit on that. No.
Oh wow.
Now, also remember,
really cool.
yeah, thank you. So, you could see now the advantages of having this next to you, so you can always find what you want. You can sort the old ones. Let's say if I want to use some of this, and just simply place it like this, so it comes up. So you can remove it quickly. You can put it in any other place of your article. Let's say if I want to add it here, all I need to do is just simply come in, take a look what I want, and paste it here. Now, also just want to mention that we already have the coming up the integration with Giphy. Giphy became kind of popular, right? And I like Giphy myself. So you know the GIFs, right?
Yes.
So we're gonna add the GIFs here as well. So you can add library, and we will have it 2 tabs. Will be GIFs. You can select what you want quickly, and some funny things. You can just throw them in the article any way you want. So it makes it fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now versions. Let me show you what the version. But I just want to warn you. For now, versions are not the part of the AppSumo plan. Versions are more. It's geared for the premium accounts. But let me show you the power of versions. So what are the versions for? So basically, if you got your backups, it's fun, it's understandable. We do have a backups. If I go back here, the backups we have, so if I go here in the backup, yeah, I could save the backup, but backup is the full article, right? So, but if I want to replace the backup, click here, it's asking me, okay, you want to replace it. With one click of the button, I just simply replace one-to-one exact replica what was there before, and it takes like half a second. So, but the backups to full article is one thing, but how about the blocks? All right, so when you go on the article now, and let's say I'm in the block, let's say this is the first block. When I open left side, let's say I come up with the content that I might like, but maybe I want to make some tweaks, but I do not want to lose the current state, so I could save it. So when it's saved, right now just closed. If I open it, it's identical copy of during my click. So now let's say I make changes, and say I want to make some changes here in this content. I want to remove some of the content, maybe remove this image, maybe retype something else. Well, if I like it, I could say, okay, I'm saving this one as well. And I keep doing it. And I could save a number of them and say which one is I like. I can choose it anytime. Let's say if I open here, I open this one, I can see this is the
Right.
one I just did. Let's say I want to change this one. So I just one click of button. Now I'm putting this one. And when I need to replace, oh no, I like this one, I just click here and say, no, let's change this here. So you can use it this way. You know where it could be really, really useful? Let's say, especially when you, like copywriter, you create the content for someone else and you write the copy. Copy is really tough one sometimes to write. So when I try to write copy, I usually have like 10, 15 different versions of the same thing, trying to say what I want to say. It's difficult to bring the message up. So what I did actually, I try to collect those messages. Also email, for example, I do the email, I do one way, another way. It's the same email, I do the email sequence, but I try to spin it in a different way. In each version I make a kind of like, but I don't know yet which one is good. So I decide, okay, I'll take this one, but I don't want to scrap other ones. So this is a perfect example how you can keep 10, 15 or more different copies of here, which is easily replaceable in your final version. So your right side is your article, your left side is your assets, and they easily collaborate and communicate with each other. Make sense?
Yes, very much.
So now let me now, if I go now, let's say if I don't like this one, let me, I made too many, all I do just say delete. Now if I now want, I want now to, okay, let me go on this level. Now the next step, I talk about library, talk about versions, we talk about notes, we haven't talked yet about research. I want to leave it for the last, so let's go quickly on SEO. So SEO, how many people know SEO well? Well, I didn't know, and now still I think, okay, I got one side is actually done pretty well. I kind of get under control of my on-page SEO. On-page SEO is they call it, in other words, technical SEO, which is actually sometimes intimidate some people. They think, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. This SEO scares me, and it usually takes hours. And you think, what is SEO? You pay someone to do the SEO. You really don't want to pay. I'll show you the easy
Yeah.
and simple, right?
I have a question. I saw that you have Yoast and SEO and Rank
Rank math.
Math.
Yep.
Do you have any
Preference?
plans of doing
Oh,
SEO
other
Press? SEO Press?
not in this moment, but eventually, yes, we can. It's just a matter of it's a matter of resources. If I have
Oh, okay.
available people to throw into this, I'm just simply balancing now what is most important. So yeah, you
Okay.
can actually welcome to file the idea, and we review it, we put it on our roadmap. It's gonna be prioritized, but it probably stays somewhere on the bottom because we got two major plugins.
Already.
Yoast
Yeah.
SEO and Rank Math. And by the way, my personal by far is Rank Math. I can stand
Yeah.
behind it. I love Rank Math. So they
Okay.
excellent
I think
job.
I'm gonna switch because I've heard about Rank Math already way too often. And I do have SEO Press and I do have the premium SEO Press, which is not even expensive.
Yeah.
But I think I might have
Rank
to
Math is even free,
switch.
but I'm not sure. I think they're changing now model to paid. But what
Or
I
it's
heard,
free.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
so
what I
far
heard, they are free. But what I
yeah.
heard, they are adding some paid version, but I'm not sure. They're saying that the free, whatever the people free doing, they remains the same. So they adding something else, but I'm not sure. So this one is kind of up to them. But what I can tell that we integrated with them, basically it's not like direct integration, but we know we can handle them.
Okay.
So basically, we have a setup. I have it in tutorial how to connect to and properly configure the rank math to work with Blogly and or Yoast SEO. And once it's done, it will take about say 10 to 15 minutes. Just look at carefully reading and adding a couple more plugins, small plugins that allow us as integration. So you can take care of that. It shouldn't be that easy, but I mean, it shouldn't be that hard. But if it is any problem, just let us know. So I'm, as much as I possibly can, I'm ready to help anybody. So let me show you now what the SEO, how SEO look like. So tough subject, right?
Uh, It's a necessary,
Yeah, let me show you
you know.
now. So here's our SEO. This is how we address it. Very simple. I know that SEO can be complicated, so we try to make it as simple as possible. So the first page, this is only one place for your SEO configuration. So let's review. SEO title, you know what it is. It comes on the Google searches, the first place what it comes. It's important. That's not exactly your name of the article, but that's what you want Google to show in the search results. So that has to be, it's limited to so many characters, and we put the limitation here. Meta description, you put it here. It's also limited to up to 160 characters. You cannot write more. So basically in two sentences, two sentences, you have to somehow tell about what the article is all about. And of course you need to use the keyword in there, but I will get to the keywords after. So here's the website connection. So basically here, just say click here, drop down, and like here I got two websites and I was helping the customer here. So you can connect multiple websites. Of course, we have it right now on the paid version. On a subscription base, you can connect multiple websites and you can just select which website this article belongs to. Now you put the slug. This is what comes after this slash, and here's your feature image. Feature image you can put in two places. You can add it here, but that's not the primary place. Primary place is on the top of the article. This is the place where you can just click here. Here's your feature image. You just paste it here, and you can give alternative name text here. But if you right now went to SEO and start doing SEO, there's a place you can do the same as well. It doesn't matter which place you do it. You can get in here and put your image in. So here is the place for your alternative text, and this is a name of the image. Name of the image is also important because it's also part of SEO. So the alternative text is a part of SEO. Your slug is a part of SEO. Your meta description, of course, is a part of SEO, and your SEO. You pretty much everything you see here is a part of SEO. So we separate it in three different tabs. So far this one is clear, right? Okay, let's go to next. Now we get into the focus keywords. So now let me do this. I'm gonna this one that says WordPress plugin. This is a secondary keyword, and this is a first. So very simple. You just add keywords here. You decide what the group will be. You just type the name. It's just like a tag, or just like your folder for that keyword. So basically, you decide what the group will be, and you decide what the keyword will be. So I want to just make a statement. We are not keyword research company. We don't do the researches for keywords. We do provide some ideas on the keywords in a supplementary. It's in your research docs, but we don't want to get into this area. There are so many number of platforms that charge extremely a lot of money for the doing research and giving access to all the keywords. So we're not in this business. So you find your keywords, and I personally use the Kiwi Finder, or the name of this Mongools they have on the website. I find them really useful. I like them a lot, so I use them. So whatever, and you don't want to stick your article, to throw your article there without any keywords. So you try to aim your article for that particular keyword. If you want traffic, first find the keyword what you want to focus on, and then you try to write a article that will accommodate this keyword. So basically it will fit with this keyword. So do not choose more than, like, I would say, top 3 keywords. Usually, like, select one focus keyword that you want for the article. You can add couple secondary, but make one as a primary. So when you do make one as a primary, let me cancel. So like here, this article was aimed for this keyword, WordPress plugin for online courses. I specifically selected as long tail keyword, but it has some enough volume of the traffic that I was searched for. So I kind of like to focus on this keyword. And actually, when I did that, I can do my notes here. So this one doesn't have a notes, but I have some article where I can see that, where I can put the notes for this keyword. So why I found this, I can add the images for that. It's the same like note here, just like any other note, but it's now dedicated to that particular keyword. So this keyword has its own note. So you can type anything you want, you can add images here, anything you want. So leave there your information, why you selected this keyword and why it is important to you. So this one is understandable, right?
Yes.
Okay, now let's go next. So now when you add the keyword, this little piece comes up automatically. So you see in here, is this keyword found in SEO title? Yes, one time. Found in headers, one time. Found in body text, 10 times. Found in meta description, one time, and so on. But it's not full. So let's go to the next step. But you can actually kind of preview what is coming up. But next page, it gives you the complete the technical SEO. Pretty much everything you need for, let's say, 95% you covered if you meet all these criteria. So here is how we broke it down. Focus keywords in SEO title, you have maximum points, and here is the earn points. So very simple. We give the kind of prorated pretty much the similar way. We just need to come up with 100%. So you have keywords in SEO title, yes, check. You have a focus keywords in the body content, yes, check. You have focus keywords in the headings, yes, 10 maximum points, and I earn 5. Why? Because we set 2 at least. Say to get the maximum points, you need like 2 headers should be with the keywords. If only 1, you get 1, which is okay. So now
you mean, I'm sorry, you need H2 and H3. Both of them should have the keywords.
Not both of them, one of them at least. But what I'm saying is H2 is our headers. So you can use the headers of the name of the blog. Try to get the name of the blog, incorporate somewhere these keywords. Whatever you aim in for the focus keyword, just make sure it's somewhere in your headers of the blogs. Okay. Once it's there, all you need to do is just click on scan. Takes one second. We actually scan it and find out what do you have. Then continue on. Let's say focus keyword meta description. Yes, 8 out of 8. Now here is a focus keyword in alternate text images. Yes, we have. You can see here we got focus keyword in 10 images out of out of 11 images. We've got 10 text, alternate text is there. So we even give you how many images there, how many images are contain my keyword. So if I don't have enough, but do I need to put all of them there? Well, just in case I do quickly. You saw that, and then when you edit the image, you saw that line where it says alternative text. All you need to do is just copy this keyword, go on your article, find that image quickly and pop up the edit and just add this keyword and make sure you add something else that corresponds with the content. So if you talk about like one specific plugin, just name it as a plugin or something that relates. So basically, it's not just blindly plugging everywhere keyword. So be wise about that, how you use this keyword. If you put in it in the body content, it's not necessary you're gonna be like sporadically sprinkle everywhere. No, don't do it. Just try to make it, even if you get a few of them, it's fine, like 2-3 of them in the body content, even if it's a 1, but try to make it as a real, it fits in the content, so it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. So it has to be there, right? So this is a place where you can verify.
I'm sorry, tell me, the one that you have 0 points, it says in feet. I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah, it's featured. So
the featured keyword. Never mind. Yes.
In featured image name. So to get this done, here it is. Now, if I want this focus keyword to be to meet this red, so all I need to do just say, okay, I want to take this name of this file and change it. Make sure the focus keyword, whatever keyword I'm focusing, will be part of this name. And for that, it's very, very easy. You can just simply, if I remove it now here, but which I don't, but let's say if I go, but you understand, you go in your, and you just do it dynamically, right? You're picking up the file, just simply change the name, make sure the name contains the keyword.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, I got it. I just didn't know what feet was, but it was the abbreviation. So okay.
So all of this is basically calculated dynamically. Green check marks. This is what you're striving, what you want to get, and look at for the final result. 87 is actually a pretty good score. My rank math shows pretty much the same. When I upload, they are like, we could be like 2-3 points apart, but we're very close. So when I push it there, I just simply review what the rank math is saying. Sometimes rank math even more. They give a more score, like couple 2-3 points more. Sometimes 1 point 2 points less. But for me, it's like I'm just pretty much evenly split up for all of this. But of course, if you know like some little details, like I say, if you want to put in the body content, usually put it more to up front. Try to put it not at the end,
Right.
more to up front of the content. But other than that, this is it. So here is a URL. URL saying it's 56 character. It's now this one is a pretty simple. Yes, no. If you meet like less than say 60 character, great. Then you meet it. If it's more, then you don't. So basically, you don't want to make it really long URL. Some people are trying to put everything in the URL. It's like so long that I don't know what's gonna add. So don't do it. Try to make it short, but try to include your keyword in there. Now your content, we dynamically calculate what is your content. More than 2,000 words, you get the maximum points. We count how many external links you have. 21 external links. We count how many internal links. External links are important. So external links, that's where I point to other sites, and it's easy to do. You can just simply here, I'll show you example.
Oh, rank math tells you the internal links as well. That's
yeah, they do
cool.
it as well. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and rank math sees that. So basically, when we publish the content, rank math is like I said, we don't even touch the WordPress. So basically, you send it, you publish it, is there. So and the rank math automatically sees all the results and actually will pick up all the keywords you have. So it's actually searched by your keywords, because the way it's set up, that we also process the keywords to rank math. So here is like this one is external links. But let's say if I need to add internal links, no problem. All I need to do, just find a place where you can add your link. Let's say you want to make this one different functions. You want to add the link to your site. Just simply put here link to your other blog. And so, but as long as it makes sense, it just
obviously, yeah.
So you just simply find a place where you can add the link and a reference to the other content that you have. So as long as it makes sense, Google actually see very favorably. So your internal linking are important.
So rank math just tells you, for example, you need to put so many internal links, but it doesn't tell you the suggestions for those internal links.
Yeah, well, yes, there are some apps that like, what's the name of them?
Yoast, because Yoast does. The premium Yoast.
I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now. My personal opinion, I see no point. So I see no point those. It's like people become so lazy they cannot even put their It only takes, say, what, 30 seconds to put your own link.
Yeah.
So 30 seconds, and you wanna pay for 30 seconds of your work, which is you actually doing not mindlessly like other systems that they crossing all the links and everywhere. I don't get it. Why do you need the app for that, to put for you the link into your other blogs? So all you need to do is just simply select the blogs you want to point for you to take, and plus you don't want to make like 100 links. All it's just enough you put 2-3 links, because if you put a lot, I'm not sure, you're not gonna see it all day. I'm not sure if the Google gives you preference if you put 30 links or you put say 3 links. I don't think it will make as much difference. As long as you have like 3 links there, that's enough. So, and make it more like plus put some mind into it. Refer to some places and some interesting article. If you see somebody reading this article, maybe they can look at this article as well. Maybe it will be interesting. So decide which article you pick. Just simply put the link. It'll take you like what, minute and a half. So for that minute and a half, some people pay subscription of the just trying to get this internal linking done. To me, it doesn't make sense. So
it probably could make sense if you had like a lot of articles. Then
but if you have a lot of articles, I'm sorry, let them the next question, how you get those articles, how you can write like just regular, how you can write say more than say 3, top 4, top 5 articles a week. I'm sorry, to me this is if you write more than that, that means you're spinning, that means you're doing something else that is not right. And besides, whatever you're doing is probably not the greatest content. So if you don't put mind and work into this, you're probably not going to get the good result on the quality. That's how I view it. So if you put a good thinking in result, you probably, this minute of putting this internal linking compared to what you should put in the article is really nothing. I mean, you put in a lot of thinking how to get article interesting, how to bring the value. Believe me, if you do 50 articles a week, most likely it's not the value. It's not driving any value. Just simply just dumping all the keywords together and just spinning the content. Is anybody will be interested? Doubt. So this is my opinion. You can just you can just take it, or I'm not sure. Do you have, how many articles do you have?
Well,
do you write a lot of articles?
No, in the blog that I want to use this for, I have nothing yet. I'm starting it from scratch.
Okay. So my recommendation, you don't need the software for your internal linking. Seriously.
Right? No,
It's a waste of money.
I don't like Yoast actually myself. I've been using WordPress for a long time, and I don't like Yoast
and
that much anymore.
Besides, when I understand that when you do internal linking, you want an app doing it, I think in only for one reason I would justify it. If you don't want to bother with the complexity of WordPress and go in there and wait until the WordPress, it's like a monster. It's a complex thing. It's slow. You get in and out. You wait, then you update. You wait again. Oh, it's I just can't stand it. So. That's why I made everything. So I'm trying to stay away from WordPress. I'm just making changes here. Uploading takes seconds. So it's like within 2 seconds, any changes, we pushed within 2 seconds. And besides, you push once, it doesn't mean you cannot resubmit it. I always do that. I'm editing, I submit, maybe something I need to add quickly, or override, or something that I simply just resubmit. That's all it takes. And it's not changing the date, so Google does not see it as a new article, even if you do it later, so which is a good thing. So and you control, so the publishing is in your control. So if I show you here how we do it, so here is a publishing WordPress. I go to next step. This is the place where you can see. Let me just refresh it here. So this is all you need to do for publishing. You get in here, and you actually, your site is already connected. You can see last updates on Blogly. I did it. I updated it on September 25, but the post was updated on May 23. So I wrote this post, but we keep remembering what was last update. So because I show someone and I updated this article, but you see the post ID. You know exactly what it was linked to, and all you need to do, just say you can submit. Just review it, submit. Here is another internal linking. You can select here, say I want a related post, and out of your existing post in Blogly already published, you can just select I want maybe to this one, and maybe say I want that one, and maybe I want, say, and actually you can type to find. So you could say I want maybe this one. So 3 posts will show up on the bottom. That's your additional internal linking done. Okay.
Yes, thank you so much. This has been an incredibly thorough.
But it's not over yet. Let me show you.
Oh, wow. Okay. I don't want to take.
No, it's fine. That's fine. It's fine. So let's look at this. So first of all, now let's continue here. Plagiarism. On the plagiarism, many people ask me what the plagiarism basically for, and if I can throw it for free. Well, I can't do it for free. I'm paying for every click here. So I click here and it costs me money. It costs just about the same as I charge. So basically my profit is so narrow there, so it's not like I'm making money on this. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to make someone to make sure that the content is original and they can check it quickly. If I click here, it's gonna be like here. This one is my production, so 13. This is a long article, so this one is like 4,000 words. So if I do this, the 13 credits will be used. So it is a credit-based system. So if I use it here, I just need to add credits. We have here $10 for 100 credits. It gets you 25,000 words to be checked. They do it by the pages, each page 250 words, so 1 credit per 1 page. So if your article says, say, 900 words, so you need like four pages, that means 4 credits. Okay, so but let me show you example how that possibly this plagiarism can look like. So if I go now and find, I think I have in one, so let me see, let's see, where do I have it here? And you can see here whatever my published content, you could see here check marks, that means published. This one is a, remember that I just went through SEO score. You can see on top. You can see the state of the article. Say I put the change it completed or open. Do not get confused with the tabs. This is just the statuses. But when you click on that, you go directly into the article. And you know that you can actually quickly realign your blocks, right? You can make blocks as notes. So like this is a note, and I want to keep it here. This is for my own information. There is some references that I have, I saved. This one my keyword that I focus. Well, I don't want this block to be visible anywhere. So I hide this I, and now notes are closed. You can keep them there among your blocks. It's in front of your eyes there, but it's never be printed. It's just for your information. Like this one created a dynamic automatically preamble, so you can let's delete this. So we deleted the block, so it's gone. Now you can see the notes goes up front, and after that all the block here. I mean all the article. But let's say if I want to change them places, each block is like independent here. So I moved it, and you can see when I scroll, I get, let's say, number 2 goes first, and this one. So each block I can just move around and put them in the places where I want to. So this is your outline. So you manage your outline any way you want to. Let's say you decide to move around. They say this block goes up front, and maybe this block I move it down. It's just a matter of seconds, drag and drop. Okay. So you can, let's say, if you got too many blocks and you are, let's say, a writer. It would be interesting to hear from me what the writers, how writers would use and how they find the useful, not just the bloggers. I'm talking writers. Let's say they write lots of content. So this content is not just a blog. It's a say maybe like a book or PDF book. I don't know. It's a maybe a novel or so. I wish I could hear from them, because this one is meant to be that not just for bloggers. Because first of all, it's unlimited how many blogs you can make. But if you, let's say, if you want to find something, then it will not be that easy. But here is you can just simply filter by what you want, and also you can just say, okay, I want to see just this blog. You can also end this one. You can just say, I want to focus on those. I want to take a look on top. But again, going inside, you just click and go inside the blog. So this one is understandable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now you could see publish and sell. We talk about publishing. Selling is another option. If you are a freelancer and you write for living, you sell your work. Here is your sell. You can sell the item, I mean your blog that you wrote. You can sell it fully enhanced and with the multimedia, with all the images, with all the links and everything. You can put it for sale, fully ready article. You can only need to do just put a description. You can write as much as you want, what the article is all about. You can maybe copy paste the first block. Here, doesn't matter. So you can just put the information. You go to next. You just say your price. Let's say you want to sell it for $100. Via sales goes in one currency. But when you connect your Stripe, it requires the Stripe connection. The Stripe, you could have any other currency in the Stripe, that after you sell, the Stripe will convert the money. So here it says that about our procedure on selling. So basically we tell that it is in USD currency. We also tell that they are not only freelancer protect, because you have this plagiarism report, which is everybody have to scan. Whoever wants to sell, you have to run through the plagiarism scanner. You click on a scan, we tell you how many credits, you say, okay, I'm scanning. Once you scan, you get the report. The report will show up here, and this report will be used for your sale to protect you just as much protect the buyer. So if you're a seller, you protected, that's your originality document. So it will stay with you. It will stay with your content. If the buyer, when the buyer gets, he sees that you passed the plagiarism scanner, you didn't know that your article already original, so they can verify it after they buying it, and then they can review the plagiarism report, and also they will get the article and they will have 48 hours to approve it. If they don't do anything, the article automatically becomes theirs. But they have a full right, just like an AppSumo. They have a full right to reject it. So for whatever reason, they may not like your style of writing. I don't want to have a buyers in the same situation as I've been when I order a content and then I get in this rattle of I don't like this, I can see this is a spinner and I can see this is a very poorly written. Then I send them back saying, okay, you need to rewrite or fix some part. They ask me where. I'm spending the time in showing the problems. I'm spending more time of my time than the actually article is worth to me. So I decide whether or I write myself or I want to make sure this article, and I don't want to stuck in a situation where somebody saying, oh, well, I can't refund you money, I can rewrite it for you 10 times. And now I need to wait for a few weeks until the article finally get, and probably spend few hours of communicating. So for me, it's just not worth it. So in this case, I want to protect the buyer. So the buyer looks at an article and say, well, I just don't like it. It just feels not right to me, and they can reject it. Very simple, just like an AppSumo. You tried it, you look at this, you have 48 hours to decide, reject it if you don't like it. You rejected it, it automatically goes back to you. And then they can put their comments there, so what they don't like. So, and there is no sweat, there is no harm to anybody, because they cannot use your content, because the harsh penalties on Google, because Google and hosting. So if you have a proof of your originality and somebody tried to put this content somewhere, you can always go after them and just simply file the report with Google. I tell you, this site can be really closed pretty quickly if you got this report which is backing you up and somebody stole your content. So there is no fear for seller and there is no fear for buyer. So we remove this fear and friction and try to make it easy. So this is why we created this, and the next step you can see it's unless you do the scanning, there is no way you can get the next page. Next page is just a review, and you click one button and the article will show up for sale on marketplace. So right now we're still building the marketplace, so eventually it will be filled in. I have about myself. I have about 10 to 15 articles that are waiting. I'm planning whether I publish it myself. Maybe I can put it for sale. So there is a lot of work to be done, and I actually plan to do some campaign in the freelancers, bring them in and let them use the system. Every freelancer will have the place where I can review it. They can put information about themselves. They can put description about themselves. And also they can connect the payout with Stripe. Here is the fees. The Upwork and the Fiverr charges 20% for the content. We go down depending on the plans you have, between 15% to 10%. So, but of course, 10% is for premium plan. But it still is a lot better than on the other platform. I mean, can I really compete with the Upwork and Fiverr? Well, I don't know. We'll see. So our primary goal is to build the app that serves writer. So if the writer is satisfied and have all the tools that they need, they will be happy to write, and they will be happy to communicate, because we have also the communication tool. Here is the commenting system, which is used for communication between say your freelancer or writer, or opposite. Maybe you are the freelancer and you can communicate here. You're building the content for your client. So here is a place where you can communicate. You can leave a comments here. Comments will be say fix this. Say you write something and it will be left here. You can see this block has the comment. So this comment will be visible and will be clickable. So anyone clicks this, I mean anyone, that person who you work with, they can click and see this, respond, they can create their own, and you see it sticks to the specific block. So if I put here block related, if I go to the next block, it's hidden. And also it has like serves like a little task manager. So you go here in this particular content, let's say if the issue is resolved, you can click here, say result, and this item disappears from here, it goes onto this. All right, so
Wow.
this is more of the like a little task manager, which is intended to be, oh I'm sorry, hold on just a second, which is intended to be for future communication and collaboration. It actually can be used right now. So
Hello? Yeah.
anything now, we also have a few more things, but again, I haven't even talked about research. So this one is a get feedback. You can actually create a feedback. Hold on just a second.
You're a very sought after person.
Yeah, now take a look at this. Now you got the article, and by the way, this feedback, it's planned to be I think I'm gonna be adding to the research doc. Also will have this kind of feedback. So you can take this. Now this is your URL for the article. You take this URL, you copy. This is your share publicly a switch. You can say I want to share or I don't want to share. So you say share, click OK. Now this article is shared. So take a look. If I put here as a link, this link brings me to this article. So, and you could send this link to anybody, and anybody who sees that, they will have this button, feedback, and they can actually add the comments, and the comments will be visible to you. So you can actually respond to comments, and you can talk to. So basically, this is the kind of a quick, and then by the way, this one was also part of the portfolio. We also have a portfolios, we have a editorial calendar. Yeah, we do have a lot, and I'm just worried a little bit. Did I get you overwhelmed?
That was amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a lot more than what I was bargaining for. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate the incredibly thorough and patient tutorial that you have given me, and I have a very broad view of what your app can do. And
yeah. I haven't even demonstrated you how fast it syncs with the WordPress and what you can do, but that's a different. That's a different.
Well, judging by how fast it did everything else, I'm sure it's really fast thinking with WordPress, and that's really good.
Yeah.
And now, see here you have the calendar and everything. I mean,
yeah, the calendar, drag and drop calendar. You click on item. It is your that's your article that you plan. You can check your organization right on the top. This is where you can put your tags, your folders. So you can change your statuses, and you can go directly into this article. If I just click here, I just go directly into the article. Okay. So there's also the portfolio. Portfolio is totally separate subject on its own, but we do not have much time, but I can show you quickly. If this is my portfolio, this is anybody gets this kind of ability to create just like a plugin site of your own without even hosting, no pay, no hosting fee, nothing. You can create like them. We have like 4 different templates. Like this style is a blog style. We have a different style. So if I can get inside, it's very simple to understand. Say I change to blog list view. Now, if I take a look in the same portfolio differently, so we just tweak it around. So now it's this way, right? So it's also incorporating here is a feel free to donate. This one is not working yet, but somebody who has say want to build like own little niche where they can just simply share with someone. Maybe they want to donate, fine. They want to use the button, they can just tune it on. So this is a simple filter like this, and this is your place. Whether you use it for blog, for FAQ, for tutorials, for newsfeed. Here is the, by the way, newsfeed look. So this is a different look of the same content. So, and bring in the information is easy. So this is a, by the way, portfolio is free. So for anybody, but in a portfolio, so I believe what is in AppSumo has access to 1 or 2 portfolio. I think 2, right? So you can create 2 portfolio. Let's say one will be your own content, and another one will be maybe could be supplemental information that you want to share. So here's your news feed, right? And this is another way of looking the same content. You say, I want to do a tutorial and guides. So tutorial and guides looks different. So here's your tutorial and guides. So now you have a topics here, and this is your information which is searchable here. So again, this is free, and again, messaging is built in. They just need to provide your email and a name. And by the way, that email name will not be shared, but it only will be used for communication. So if you post the message back, the person on the other side will get notification that you left a message with a link to that particular place, to your portfolio. So this is like an additional thing that you can do of building a portfolio. I use the portfolio for right now. I have multiple portfolios. I used one for newsfeed. I used one for like this one is used for my mini webinar short series I place. And by the way, I'm gonna paste this I mean, it's not the webinar, but this is our review or say tutorial for like overview of Blogly. I'm gonna create here. I'm just gonna add it and I'm gonna place it here, so it will be available for someone to see that. So is this kind of covers the
Yeah, oh yeah, of course.
it's
Yes.
more than enough, right?
It's wow, like I told you before, it's a lot of information, and thank you so much for your graciousness in going through everything. And yeah, I'm looking forward now that I have such a broad and better understanding of how your program works. So I'm looking forward to going in there and trying it out and see what I can do with it. I'm really excited about uh, working with the blog that I want to develop. And so
Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, you're welcome. So if any questions, let me know. So I'm trying to stay as much as possible, support everybody here, and I'm fine to give lots of one-on-ones if needed. If we needed a support to connect SEO plugins, no problem. Let me know. So I can give a hand.
yeah.
I may record a separate video how to connect step by step, so that will be a video, not just a tutorial.
Perfect. I think yeah, you should post these tutorials so that people can take advantage of them. Like this one that you did for me. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are going to find it very useful.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you
And
very
I wish you the very best with AppSumo and obviously as outside AppSumo as well.
Thank you. Yeah, we have here the tutorials and the roadmap. So if somebody has any ideas or suggestions, you're welcome. Click here and go into our roadmap so you can see we have a paraphrasing coming up, AI-driven paraphrasing. We haven't even talked about it even. So we have also, we didn't even touch the research docs, but I do have a separate video for research doc. We also have some integration with IFTT automation that's in the future coming. So you can do like, okay, if you create an article, you set it for publishing, you want to show up in your reminders, or say your content of the article can be transferred to your task manager. So all of this can be done there. But yeah, this is what we have, and this is what we focus on. And ideas are right here, by the way. Huh?
That's great. That's really cool. So
Yeah.
Again, I wish you the very best with the app, and I think you have a real good
Thank you.
service for people that's very much needed, and it really helps with the writing because it is a lot of work sometimes to write a good blog post.
Yeah, I know. That's why. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have to go now, but
Okay.
again, thank you so much, and
All
wish
right.
you the best, and hopefully we'll
Thank you. Thank you.
hear
And
from
if
you.
anything
Probably
needed,
you will hear from me again.
yeah, thank you. And if anything needed, just contact me on the chat there.
All right. Oh, okay. Thank you. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Take
Bye bye.
care. Bye bye.